So hi everyone. So today we will be performing an experiment called as measurement of coupling factor and directivity of a two-hole and a multi-hole directional couplers. So to perform this experiment, we will be in need of some components. So the main component is klystron power supply. The main component is klystron power supply, followed by a klystron tube with mount. This is the klystron tube with mount. This is called an isolator, and we'll be using the directional coupler ahead. With a detector mount, this is called as detector mount, and a CRO over there. Fine. So before performing this experiment, we will set our input voltage. To set our input voltage, directly connect the detector mount to the oscillator. Fine. We'll start the klystron power supply now. So there is a procedure to be followed while turning on the klystron power supply. Okay. Before turning on the klystron power supply, make sure the beam voltage knob is at the minimum and the rippler voltage knob is at the maximum. Right. Now turn on the power supply. Then turn this knob to the voltage. We have VC and REP. V stands for voltage, C stands for current, and REP stands for rippler voltage. Fine. When so the position will be off when we turn it to B voltage. So note down the voltage is 190. So we want the beam voltage to be 220. Slightly increase it to 220 by turning this beam voltage knob. Yes. So we have achieved the voltage, the beam voltage as 220 volts. Now turn this to the current side. Note that the current should be strictly below 20 milliamps. Now we have a reading of 14 milliamps, which is less than 20 milliamps. Turn to the rippler voltage, which is maximum, and it should indicate you 270 volts or 265 volts. And finally note down the voltage on the CRO, that is 680 millivolts. So this is the procedure to check the voltage Vin before connecting the direction coupler. So this is the directional coupler I was talking about. So this directional coupler has three ends, that is 1, 2 and 3. Yeah. So we have to measure three major factors, that is V out, V forward and V reverse. So to measure the V out, what we do is we give the input at the first end and we take the output at the second end, and we have to terminate the third end. The same setup I have done here. I have given the input at the first end and I have taken output at the second end by terminating the third end. So after this setup, please note down the voltage as 568 millivolts. Yeah, so we are done with the V out, that is terminating the third terminal and taking the voltage from second terminal. Now we are measuring the V forward. So in V forward, what we do is we give the input voltage at one end, we terminate the second terminal and we take the output from the third end. So I have connected in accordance with the V forward. So we can see the voltage on the CRO, that is 150 millivolts. So we have seen V out and V forward. Now we have to check the voltage at V reverse. So what V reverse is, we will be connecting the input to the second end. So this was my first, this was my second and this was my third. I'll reverse it. I'll connect the input to the second. I'll terminate the terminal 1 and I'll take the output from the third end. So I have displayed the same over here. In this case, we won't be getting any output as you see on the CR. Note down the voltage which is present on the CR. So we found out V at the starting. We found out V forward. We found out V reverse, and at last we found out V out also. So we have to find three major points here. That is directivity, coupling factor, and as well as insertion loss. So directivity is found out by formula using 20 log of V forward divided by V reverse. Coupling factor is found using 20 log of V in divided by V forward, and insertion loss is found using the formula 20 log of V in divided by V out. So after finding this, the experiment is over. Thank you.